My brother convinced my best friend, the girl I loved, that I'd never make a move on her, just so he could ask her out and be with her. I blocked them both and moved on. But then, 6 months later, I got an emergency call from the hospital because she needed me. When I was 22, I brought flowers for my best friend to tell her how I feel, and she stepped out wearing my brother's sweatshirt and smiling at me like I hadn't been in love with her since we were 13. Jules had been my best friend for half my life. She was the kind of girl who brought snacks to class but forgot to bring a pencil. We met in 7th grade. She tripped over my backpack and landed hard on the pavement. I helped her up. She called me an idiot for leaving my bag in the middle of the hallway, and then asked if I wanted to skip gym with her. That was it. We became inseparable. Late night FaceTimes, summer movie marathons, sitting on her roof and talking about life like we were the only two people on Earth. Over the years, we both dated other people, but none of it ever stuck. It always felt like no one got us the way we got each other. She even once joked that if we were both single at 30, we'd get married. I laughed, but I never forgot it. My older brother Eli knew how I felt. I told him a million times. He always acted like it was dumb. He'd say things like, if you haven't boned by now, she's not interested, or you're confusing friendship with love. But I knew I wasn't. I knew how she looked at me when I made her laugh. I knew how she'd call me first whenever her life fell apart. When Jules finally broke up with her long-term boyfriend, I told Eli I was going to tell her how I felt. I even said I was scared, but ready. He gave me this look I couldn't place, then clapped me on the back and said, go for it. I picked up sunflowers because they were her favorite. I even put on my best and only suit. I practiced what I was going to say the whole drive over. It wasn't going to be perfect, but it was going to be honest. When I turned the corner to her street, I saw Eli's car in her driveway. At first, I thought maybe he just stopped by. Maybe he was picking something up for me. I sat in my car with the flowers in my lap for almost 10 minutes, getting ready to step out, and then her porch light came on. She stepped outside, barefoot, hair still damp like she had just showered. She had on a hoodie way too big for her. It was Eli's Attack on Titan hoodie, which I had ordered special for him last year. She picked up a takeout bag from the porch, and she laughed. That laugh I had waited years to hear again, just for me. Only now, it was aimed back inside, like someone was waiting for her. I didn't get out. I didn't knock. I didn't say a single word. I left the flowers on her step like a total coward and just drove away. An hour later, I got a text. That was sweet. He loved them. She didn't say Eli's name. She didn't have to. My stomach dropped. I didn't reply. I didn't sleep that night, or the one after. When I finally saw Eli again, I asked him straight up if he was seeing her. He shrugged like it was no big deal and said, you never told her how you felt, man. What did you expect? He said it so casually, like none of it mattered. Told him I was going to. I told him that night was supposed to be the night. He just laughed and said, guess you were too slow. The worst part? I still tried to be normal with her. She started dating Eli officially, and I was still the guy who helped her fix her resume and drove her to the DMV. I was still the one who listened when she needed to vent about work. I convinced myself it was fine, that maybe I just wasn't supposed to have her. Then we had a group dinner at Jules' apartment. Jules sat next to Eli. She leaned into him like it was nothing. Halfway through, Eli went up to go to the bathroom. She looked at me and said, you're the only person who really understands me. I need you to help me write a speech for Eli's birthday. I just smiled, but something in me cracked. Later that night, we were cleaning up. I found a note tucked in with some junk mail addressed to me. She didn't notice as I picked it up. Inside, it said, I think I've been in love with you all along. I'm just scared. I don't want to lose what we have. It was dated the day before I showed up with the flowers. I stared at it for 10 minutes. I don't even remember breathing. Then I put it back. Didn't say a word. I went home and blocked them both. Jules had loved me all along, but chose my brother over me in the end. That was 6 months ago. I'm doing better now. At least I thought I was. Because last night I got a text from an unknown number. It said, I miss you. I think about you every day. I didn't respond at first, but I didn't delete it either. One of my friends texted me soon after and let me know that Jules and Eli broke up. I stared at my phone for a good hour. I even typed out a few responses, then deleted them. I finally went to bed around 3 a.m., still not sure what to do. The next morning, I woke up to 3 more texts from the same number. I knew who that was. They were all from Jules. She kept saying how sorry she was and how much she missed me. I still didn't respond. I went to work like normal. I'm a graphic designer at a small marketing firm. Nothing fancy, but it pays the bills. I couldn't focus on anything. My boss Willie noticed and asked if I was okay. I just nodded and said I didn't sleep well. He didn't push it. After work, I went to the gym to clear my head. I was halfway through my workout when I spotted Eli across the room. We hadn't spoken since I blocked him. He saw me too. For a second, we just stared at each other. Then he walked over. I almost left right then. Hey, he said.